Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at Noon.
A semi crashes into a pole and leaves hundreds without power for hours.
A day after winning victory in his re-election, Mitch McConnell is preparing to also lead the powerful United States Senate.
Still sitting in the 50s outside. It's going to stay that way because we just have a lot of rain out and about, and also that cloud cover is not helping out a lot. That front rolls through, big time temperature swing. I'll show you how low we go heading off towards your weekend coming up. WKYT News and Noon starts right now.
And good afternoon from WKYT News. I'm Barbara Bailey.
And I'm Bill Bryant. Here's what's happening at noon. We are tracking a major traffic alert here at midday. A busy Lexington road is still shut down in both directions after a semi crash.
Now, police say the tractor trailer ran into some utility poles on North Broadway at West 6th Street around 9 o'clock this morning, knocking live wires down onto the road. WKYT's Whitney Wetzel is live with an update on the situation. It's our top story at noon. Whitney?
Well, it is quite a scene out here right now. At this point, the road is still completely shut down. And as you can see, crews right now are working to stabilize this utility pole. And they're also working towards getting at least one of the outbound lanes on North Broadway back open. This crash happened at the West 6 intersection just after 9 o'clock this morning. Fire officials tell us the driver of this semi may have cut the corner a little too short and clipped the utility pole. That caused some live power lines to hang lower than normal, which was a big concern for emergency crews. They actually told the driver to stay inside of the truck until they knew it was safe for him to get out. Meanwhile, police and fire crews blocked off this stretch of road entirely.
We're going to shut down the power in the area, in the immediate area. They're trying to reroute some things so that everybody is not affected by this that's in the immediate area. Traffic will be restricted for quite a while today. I think they're going to try, and the police department's going to try and open up some of Broadway.
Power has been shut off to around 450 residents. We've been getting conflicting reports about how long power will be out and just how long this road will be closed. KU is reporting about 3 or 4 more hours. Police and fire, on the other hand, are estimating around 6 or 7 hours. So we'll keep you updated throughout the noon hour. And coming up at 12:30, you'll hear why this detour also caused quite an inconvenience for some people living in this area. For now, we're live in Lexington. Whitney Wetzel, WKYT.
Whitney, thank you. And a KU spokesperson says once crews are able to move the truck, some customers will have power restored, while others will not have power until the utility pole is fixed, and it could take hours. A Lexington murder suspect who's been on the run since the summer is behind bars now in Arizona. The U.S. Marshals Service says agents captured 30-year-old Jeffrey Morris in Glendale. Police say he shot and killed Anthony Carter on Chestnut Street in June. A warrant was issued for his arrest in July. Carter's death was the first of 4 murders in June. Police have not made an arrest in the other 3.
Well, it's a cold and wet day here in the Bluegrass with rain showers lingering around for today and into tomorrow in some areas. We could see snow back in the forecast by the end of the week. It'll be a cold one. WKYT meteorologist Micah Harris is in our First Alert Weather Center.
Yeah, there's no secret that this big cold front is rolling on through. We have the rain down toward the south. And look, the bulk of this rain looks to stay down in the southern zones throughout the rest of the day. We just can't rule out a couple of showers building back toward the north in the central zones and up toward the northern zones as we hit the afternoon hours. Now, there are some spots with some moderate rain here and there, but for the most part, it's light, beneficial rain falling across Howard Rogers Parkway and also Cumberland Parkway down south. So as we head throughout the rest of the afternoon, we're going to be at 53. Well, we're actually right there at this moment, and we'll be at 55 the rest of the afternoon. So what you feel outside is what you're going to feel the rest of the day. Going in toward 8 p.m., we get into the evening and night, and it kind of moves down toward the southeast before breaking up overnight. Now, tomorrow we get a little bit more rain, but those temperatures drop probably about 10 degrees. And then they drop off into the weekend, a little bit colder than that. Yeah, we get cold. I'll show you those numbers coming up.
All right, thank you. Well, Republicans have taken control of the U.S. Senate and added to their majority in the House.
It changes the balance of power for President Obama during his last 2 years in office, and it gives much more power to Kentucky Senator Mitch McConnell. Mark Albert has the latest from Washington.
President Obama called Senator Mitch McConnell to congratulate him. The Kentucky Republican is expected to become the new majority leader. He is promising to end the gridlock in Congress that has frustrated Americans.
I've heard your concerns. I've made them my own. You will be heard in Washington.
Republicans picked up at least 7 Senate seats currently held by Democrats, including North Carolina, which had the nation's most expensive Senate race.
$111 million. We didn't bend, we won.
The GOP also added at least 10 seats in the House of Representatives, which could turn out to be the largest House Republican majority since 1948. Republicans also won at least 24 of 36 races for governor. New Jersey Governor Chris Christie, a potential candidate for president in 2016, told CBS this morning President Obama is going to feel the pressure now that Republicans control both the House and Senate.
Any of the real tough issues have never made it to the president's desk because they went to the Senate to die. And I think that won't happen now.
President Obama will get a taste of the new reality when he meets with congressional leaders at the White House Friday. Mark Albert for CBS News, Washington.
President Obama is expected to seek common ground with Congress on issues including trade and infrastructure. Republicans are expected to push for tax reform, a national energy policy, and job stimulation.
And about an hour before President Obama will speak to the nation this afternoon, Senator Mitch McConnell is set to address the media. As mentioned earlier, McConnell is now in line to become the U.S. Senate Majority Leader. WKYT's Phil Pendleton is in Louisville, where McConnell will be talking this afternoon. Phil?
McConnell has called a news conference for 2 o'clock this afternoon here at the University of Louisville, where he will likely talk about how he will be leading the powerful chambers of the United States Senate. In fact, during the campaign, McConnell talked about how the Senate under the leadership of Harry Reid was not able to do much, and now that Republicans have the majority, he says he looks forward to accomplishing much. In fact, during a stop last week in London, he referred to his role as more of a defensive coordinator and said that he wanted to take a more offensive role. Now that he's won re-election and his party has control, he'll be able to do that. Now, I was there last night as just 1 hour after the polls closed in the eastern half of the state. It was called for McConnell, and he easily won re-election. McConnell says his victory sends a message of what Kentuckians want, not only for their state, but for the nation.
For too long, this administration has tried to tell the American people what's good for them and then blame somebody else when their policies didn't work out. Tonight, Kentucky rejected that approach.
And McConnell stated during his victory speech that Kentuckians are tired of the government only working when he says it works against them. Much more on what he has to say later today, but for now, in Louisville, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
And Senator McConnell won 111 of Kentucky's 120 counties and got 56% of the vote compared to 41% for Allison Lundergan Grimes.
There was a big upset in one central Kentucky town on election night. The incumbent mayor lost by just 21 votes. Tom Prather, a former mayor of Georgetown, beat incumbent Everett Varney to win a new term in office. But state law requires an automatic review for a margin that tight. WKYT's Victor Puente continues our election coverage now from Scott County. Victor?
More than 8,500 votes were cast in the Georgetown mayor's race. Out of those thousands, only 21 separated the winner and the loser. Incumbent Mayor Everett Varney was running for his 4th term against former Mayor Tom Prather. When the results came in last night, Varney had 4,273 votes, while Prather had 4,294. With the results that close, Varney said he owed it to the people who voted for him to request a recanvass, but he said with voting technology being what it is, he doesn't expect the results to change. This morning, both men said last night was an emotional one.
I'm a little bit crushed right now, but I'm a no coach. I've been in very close games before, and I've lost. So I'll rebound from this.
I was delighted for both myself and the community and the opportunities that we have over the next 4 years.
There was a write-in candidate, Steve Price, who's been on WKYT before because of his battles with the city of Georgetown. He received 21 votes, But Varney says he doesn't believe Price's campaign affected his because all 21 of those people would have had to vote for him. In Scott County, Victor Puente, WKYT.
Thank you, Victor. And Tom Prather tells WKYT that if there is a recanvass, it will be held November 13th.
Well, with the holidays quickly approaching, the Salvation Army has kicked off its annual Red Kettle Drive this morning in Lexington.
Community members marked the start of the campaign by roasting the director of UK Opera Theater, Dr. Everett McCorvey, during a fundraising breakfast at the Hyatt Regency downtown. The goal this year is to raise close to $500,000. You'll be able to donate money at those familiar red kettles or online.
When people donate to the kettle, they're really giving far more than money. Basically, they are giving meals to hungry children. They're giving warm beds to homeless women and children in our community. They're giving hope to people who have fallen on hard times, who are who are despairing. They're giving them hope and a second chance.